Alright guys, welcome in MTG GAME STATE. Bloomburrow release is finally here. I got some articles about the art. I got some information to talk about, and of course, market changes with some new cards due to Bloomburrow. We're gonna get into it. Let's go. That's how we do it, guys. Let me get the tunes on. Here we go, moving in, MTG GAME STATE. So we were talking earlier on the stream, smokepacks.twitch.tv, about Commander. The Rules Committee has just given their quarterly announcement. No real big changes as of yet, although they are monitoring that Wizards of the Coast has been in talks with them about silver bordered cards. They might be coming to Commander. The Rules Committee has been playtesting a specific list of sets from cards from all of the unsets. I'm thinking specifically some of the older ones too, so they can figure out what to pass as Commander legal, because a lot more people have gotten into Commander, and a lot of people end up having some of these cards more often than not of other older Magic cards, and they'd like to have them in. There's some stories there, you know. So another quarterly update has come and gone from the Commander Advisory Group, tasked with overlooking the most popular format in all of MTG. There's certainly a lot to consider, thanks to the nature of Rule Zero. And Rule Zero in Commander means you just talk with everyone at the board of what you can and can't do, what everyone's comfortable with, and then you can go from there. Nothing has been banned or unbanned in the Commander format for a number of years. Now we have a new MTG card that the Commander Advisory Group is monitoring closely. Oh yeah, and a new project regarding silver bordered cards. So the silver bordered project. Oh, I guess, hang on, what's going on here? Why are they giving me the cheese stands alone? I guess that's the card they're gonna consider being legal. If you control no cards in play other than cheese stands alone and have no cards in your hand, you win the game. Even though a new problematic MTG card is on watch from the Commander Advisory Group, the advent of silver border cards in Commander is more interesting than hinted at in this quarterly update, according to the announcement. The project was started about a month ago in regards to these legally contentious cards. And we have the quarterly updates in the Discord, the official Smoke Packs Discord. You'll see in the information of this video. Sorry, mind blanked right there. But basically, the Rules Committee, I've already been seeing them talk about this, and I think I just wanted to bring this, just highlight this in since we're already talking about this, and it will kind of, we play Commander here, mostly on Smoke Packs, so I think this is cool. I have some silver bordered cards. I would love to play them if they could make the list. So I'll include the article link in the description as well as link to the Discord, where we get updates from the Rules Committee. So, community opinion. This is a rather large change to the Commander format. For a long time, silver bordered cards have been relegated to joke formats, as well as being desirable collectibles. That is true. Now, players may have a place to seriously play these cards, which I keep saying that might even more increase the value of some of the super older cards. Most MTG players actually seem fine with the potential change. There are a lot, I mean, everyone's been really chill with this, I think, okay? There's some players that are annoyed that the Commander Advisory Group is taking time to play around with the cards when they could be making a more positive impact on the Commander format by making changes to the ban list instead. I really hate that the RC are devoting time to maybe silver border can work, rather than addressing the atrocious state the ban list is in. So it seems like community, it really wants more of a ban list address, since a lot of the Commander ban lists are like decades ago anyways. But I don't know. I personally don't really care that much. I was just more so interested in getting silver bordered cards in Commander. So that was first article up, knocking them back, cracking them down. So we've been tossing around Red Wall. We've been tossing around Mouse Guard. And I want to talk about this. So the Art of Magic, The Gatherings, Bloomburrow. The Art of Magic, The Gatherings, Bloomburrow. 2 guest artists speak on Drawing MTG. So Bloomburrow, the latest standard legal MTG set, is a wondrous wilderness populated by mice, snakes, and other creatures. It's now available everywhere. We know this. While most of the cards in the set are making their MTG debut, two well-known artists who provided art for the set, David Peterson and Mitsuhiro Arita, who we covered in last week's video, are doing the same. David Peterson is the creator of Mouse Guard, the famous comic and RPG following the lives of medieval mice, snakes, and other creatures, which make him perfect fit for the set. Mitsuhiro Arita, meanwhile, is a tenured artist who is most famous for his work on the Pokemon trading card game. The base set Charizard you always wanted as a kid, he did it, as well as that fat Pikachu we all know and love and want to cuddle in real life. So this article has some comments from David himself, and I believe maybe Arita-san. So let's see. How familiar were you with Magic the Gathering before this set? Have you played it in the past? Are you now? This is with David Peterson. His words. I played in the mid-90s. I think I came in during 4th edition, but even had some older cards due to trades with friends. And then sometime after college, around when Exodus and Stronghold came out, I fell away from it. Except when old friends would be back in town and we'd dust off our old decks and play again. Bloomburrow has me ready to jump back in though. When did Wizards of the Coast approach you providing art for Bloomburrow? What were your first impressions about their ideas in the set? It was early last year. The initial email essentially said they couldn't tell me anything about the set or theme, but that I wouldn't have to change my art style at all. What they wanted from me after signing the NDA I received, the Bloomburrow guide and materials. I was blown away by the world building and artwork already produced for it. The 10 base animal folk being dual colored to help codify their strengths and personas I thought was really great. And we kind of did talk about that with Drunkblade Bruiser and some of the other creature types. I was thrilled to be a part of it and would love to draw more talking animals with magic for them. Wow, that's awesome. Did you consult with the team on world building or lore regarding Bloomburrow during the creation process as well, or was that established before you brought on? No, I had no hand in any of the brilliant stuff the game design and art directors did for Bloomburrow. The material was all presented wonderfully for easy reference, and my art director, shout out, I can't read from far away, I need glasses. Aliana Rude, shout out, we love ya, was clear and descriptive in what she wanted from me to each illustration. So I just had the job of creating card illustrations. I like that they didn't have to provide this man who is an established IP that they're taking themes from any information ahead of time. They wanted to keep him fresh, keep him in the dark, and just get his own impressions while keeping his own art style. And then providing a great... Magic has great art design, I personally think. I mean, they're doing a lot. There's a lot of different teams working around, and there's probably different managers. But shout out Aliana Rude as the art director. They're holding it down. How would Mabel and the great world of Bloomburrow as a whole fit into the world of Mouse Guard? Are there any specific aspects of Mabel or Camilla's artwork that came from designs that weren't used in Mouse Guard? Something from cutting room floor. The two are totally separate, a key difference being that there's no magic in Mouse Guard. My book's mice are more akin to being a Boy Scout or Tolkien's Rangers. And Mouse Guard, that art direction did look Tolkien. I like that. The only supernatural occurrences in my book are ghosts, so if Mabel show up in Mouse's territories with a glowing magical sword, sure, it'd be really up for the movies. We're gonna have the rest of the article up with Mitsuhiro Arita's comments and his questions from MMORPG, and you can read the rest of Mr. Peterson's as well. And I have a Polygon article real quick that we could talk about that will bring up Mitsuhiro's another interview with him from Polygon. I didn't want to read two of his interviews. You guys need to click the articles and do your own research. Please do some reading in your life. It's good for you. It's hard to overstate the impact Mitsuhiro Arita has had on trading card games. We already covered this last week. We already know he's done the best cards of the best, and now he did Lumra, Bellow of the Woods, full art. Love that. Love that pine cones are being thrown from the air from her mouth. I love that, and the animals flying. So we'll read real quick some questions from Polygon to Arita-san. Here we go. Was working on a MTG card different from your typical process with other card games you have contributed to? In Japan, it's very common to have detailed checks at every stage of the drawing process. Character consistency in particular is strictly controlled. I'm used to making changes all the way through the process. Usually you present the piece for detailed feedback around 60 to 7% of the way through, so you can make adjustments before starting the final details. With Magic, the most thorough checks were at the conceptualization stage. After that, there weren't any further corrections, so I realized I had to make sure things are spot on from the beginning. So he's used to doing things, already kind of getting a completed aspect of a card and then submitting it and then changing it to get to the end. Japan has a very detailed way of how they do things in all aspects of their culture, so it's awesome. And I love that he's working with an American trading card company. Because Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, they all kind of are all inspired. At least trading card-wise, they're all connected in some way. Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh a bit more, but okay, I digress. Can you describe your process in creating the art for this Magic card? I was asked to create this piece using sketches by Matt Stewart as a reference. So he's going off Mr. Stewart's reference of Lumra, seeing right here, which is pretty dope. After that, the process was like any other. I draw the rough, and once that had been approved, I draw the pencil sketch, scan it, and paint the final image using software such as Photoshop and Painter. Nice. I know tons of artists who do work like that, so it's great. I like the little differences, but sort of similarities they have here. It's pretty nice. What was your opinion of Magic the Gathering's art style before you were asked to illustrate a card for the game? I always liked the feel of high fantasy and have wanted an opportunity of drawing in that style. And last, we'll get into the last one because Japan has a huge Magic scene. They really do. And on their social medias, if you see any Japanese social medias talking about Magic on YouTube or Instagram, you will come across it. It is big. Can you describe Magic's reputation in Japan compared to other trading card games? In Japan, TCG, based on existing manga, anime, and video game franchises, which are aimed primarily at the collector's market, are very prominent. On the other hand, card products like Magic, which has a solid card game at its core, can feel a bit overshadowed. Of course, it's not just card games, but all games played face-to-face, which are losing ground. That's fair. I think a lot of it stems from how smartphones are eating up any bits of free time in which you'd otherwise have played a game like that. In all of Asia, smartphones and gaming are a bit more popular than they are in America, where we are more console-based. So there's some contrast, and I like that he got to give a little insight there. So articles will be in description, guys. There you go. And last but not least, banger article, banger news. Let me catch my breath here in the middle of the segment here, guys. Will you allow me this, please? Mystery Boosters 2 are back. You heard it here, Plop Dumps. You hear it here, Amani the Piping Plover, native of Chicago, Illinois. I'm just replying to my chat, guys. Announcing Mystery Boosters 2. I love the emote wall when it appears on the screen. Attendees of Gen Con received a special surprise at Gavin Verhey's AMA panel. While fans of the Designers Convention events have come to expect the unexpected, this one was decidedly more intriguing. It came in a sleek black booster pack with mysterious green text. And we've had mystery boosters before. Pardon me. But now we're getting 2. And Mystery Booster, the set, introduced cards that have on the corner of the set code, similar to the list, a little Planeswalker logo, the little Magic logo right there next to the M. It was the first set to be a whole set like that, and then the list came out. Now we don't even have the list. We're getting Mystery Booster 2. It's return of Magic's fan favorite packed with all the things players loved about the original. Nostalgia nods to the past and future. Playtest cards, old favorites, and an every draft is a unique experience, making their return at upcoming MagicCon events, and at home with you through Festival in a Box, arriving at MagicSecretLair.com soon. So Festival in a Box must be some like crazy MagicCon festival box you can get. Here it is. You get a box of Mystery Booster 2, exclusive Secret Lair drop, and then 1 promo booster pack, and then 3 collector boosters of Eldraine, Ixalan, and I can't read that far, but something. Oh, double masters too? Oh shit. Commander masters. Oh shit. Okay, okay. And this will be an expansion code for it. So that'll be MagicCon Festival in a Box will be on MagicSecretLayer.com. And MagicCon is basically like a tournament for Pro Tour that is also a convention held around different cities. Do your own research at MagicTheGathering.com. All right. Now we're in the finance portion of the stream. Big, big, big guys. Kind of also a silent night on the market. I'm not gonna lie. We have some weird things going on, but the first one is due to Bloomburrow, a new card, a new Weasel card that's in black red. You just jam a bunch of red and black mana and then big creature cards, and you wheel the deck until you hit that creature card and you go broke. Or you do this card, Worldfire. Card I need 6, 7, 8, 9 drop, 6 of any color, 3 red, sorcery, speed. Exile all permanents. Exile all cards from all hands and graveyards. Each player's life total becomes 1. It's for the infamous Cruel Claw, cannot speak. He is a 3-drop Weasel with Menace 3/3. When he deals combat damage to a player, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast that card by discarding a card rather than paying its mana cost. And you want to do that with him for Worldfire, pissing off everyone, including yourself, and then trying to win the game. Hopefully you have, I don't know, a way out. So I'm seeing average listing $31 on TCG Player. Market's been buying at 22, so people are trying to list high. Market's been buying all the cheap cards as much as they can. And it's not reserve list, only printed in Magic 2013, which is a core set. Very old school core set too, I might add. Pretty niche card back in the day. I guess people were trying to get some action with it back in 2021. But it's getting there. Next up, Psychic Possession. It is a 4-drop, 2 and a blue, 2 and 2 blue, enchantment aura, enchant opponent, skip your draw step. Whenever enchanted opponent draws a card, you may draw a card. Obviously, this is probably good for Commander, but we're seeing it legal in Vintage, Modern, and Legacy. Ooh, legal in Modern is pretty nice. From Dissension. Pretty flat, got some life, and then boom. I'm seeing average listing at $15. Market has been buying at $5, so people are trying to get ahead of this. Don't really know why, other than it's just a unique ability. A lot of drawing in Commander lately, so this is probably just good shenanigans to fuck with your opponent. Moving in at number 3, a card I'm surprised is not like getting any more traction. Scrap Heap, 3-drop artifact. It's from Urza's Legacy. Far back, it's not reserve list. Whenever an artifact or enchantment is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, you gain a life. Specifically for the artifact, that's huge and gigantic for food, clues, any type of token that's an artifact. And if you're doing sack shenanigans with them, that's even broken. Enchantment is nice just because if you have Enchanted Evening, where you turn everything into an enchantment, get that benefit, or if you're just sacking enchantments with some commanders, they do that. So I'm surprised it's cheap. It's in the sense. Seeing market listing, average listing at 69 cents, market buying at 58. No one's really getting ahead of it in the buying world, but the sellers are, just like our previous couple of cards. I'm pretty shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. And Urza's Legacy, it's a good set. It's a good set. A lot of banger cards from that, especially artifacts. Now, our honorable mention is a very special, specific card. It is Lord of the Rings, Sauron the Dark Lord, but it's a special version of him. And There it is. Cannot read. But it's not the Commander deck version or whatever. It's... This is going to be a mouthful, you guys. Oh, there's the art version of him. That's dope. There's the signature. It's the Tales of Middle-earth borderless poster print. There's a lot of printings of these. This is a new set. A shit ton of cards got printed in it, and it didn't really affect the price outside of the weird Tales of Middle-earth. I guess that would be showcase frame is like $3. The special hardcore gift edition frame is like $17. But this borderless poster frame, like poster as in like rock and roll metal band posters. See, it's kind of like an artist lineup in the text. You get it from the holiday release set of Lord of the Rings, which is like a $40 or $50 Magic card set you'd get for like as a gift for someone. I'm seeing average listing. Market is trying to get ahead on this card at $177. Market's buying at $69.59. It must be very hard to pull out of all the other, I guess, posterized Lord of the Rings cards. Very interesting. He is a pretty mean commander. He amasses orcs, and amass army also works with amass orcs. So there's that. And that's all I got for the the market watch for today. That's all I got for the market watch for today. I guess I'm a Valley guy now, dude. My bad. I'm gonna close out and catch some gnarly waves. Sorry, I like tripped up and had to save myself there by going into character. At least for my own sanity as a show producer. So that was MTG Game State, guys. Always like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you hate in the comments, but be nice, be easy on me. It does look fucking wild with plop dumps. That Sauron card really does look nuts. Look up MTG posterized cards. You'll see what I'm talking about.